Hey, First Baptist, it's Pastor Chris, and it's time for Coffee with Chris. And this week I want to talk a little bit about Thanksgiving and give you some tips that I think might make this Thanksgiving one of the best ever. You know, as we gather around our Thanksgiving tables this year, some of our tables will be smaller because of the COVID restrictions. Some of us aren't traveling. Some of us aren't able to travel because of everything that's going on in the world today. But that doesn't mean that our Thanksgiving celebrations can't be extremely meaningful and really take on a sense of celebration and give us an opportunity to say thank you to the Lord for all that He's done for us. And so what I want to encourage you to do is plan ahead. Now, normally, we do a really good job planning ahead for our meals. We pick out the perfect turkey or the perfect side dishes. We make sure we assign the preparation of those side dishes to the people that will make them best. We figure out exactly where everybody's going to sit, and I think those are all great things to do. But this year, I want to challenge you to plan ahead for the discussions that will take place around your table and actually give those who will be joining you for Thanksgiving dinner advance notice of what you want to talk about. And so I put together a list of 3 different questions that I think will be good for you guys just to think through and talk about. And you may not like these questions. You can come up with your own. But here's what I would do. I would send these questions out via text message, email, that type of thing to whomever is going to join you for your meal and say, these are the things I want us to discuss as a family or as a group of friends while we eat. And then don't just go around the table and give everybody a chance to answer the question before you eat, but actually encourage people to talk about these different items over the course of the meal. And I think you'll find that it becomes a very wonderful time of fellowship and sharing. So here are the 3 questions I thought of, and these are actually the questions we're going to use for my Thanksgiving meal at my son's house up in Knoxville, Tennessee. Question number 1, what are you most thankful for? Now, it's good to ask that ahead of time. Give some people advance notice you're going to ask this question, because if you put them on the spot, they're just going to think of something that happened to them last week. But actually give them a few days notice and ask them, say, listen, we want you to share what you are most thankful for in your life at the present time. And then just and encourage them to talk about that while they're eating their turkey, while they're enjoying their cranberry sauce, that type of thing. Question number 2, in case you get through that one, would be, how did God make you stronger in 2020? Now, we know that 2020 has been a very difficult year. It's been a very taxing year, exhausting year, challenging year for just about everyone. But as Christians, we know that God promises to use the difficulties in our life to conform us to the image of Christ. And if we're being conformed to the image of Christ, He's growing us in strength and endurance. And so you can ask each other and share with one another how God has used 2020 to make you stronger or to make you a better Christian. And then third, this is always my favorite topic of conversation because it's my favorite time of year. What are you most looking forward to this Christmas season? It may be hanging decorations in your house if they're not already up. It may be the exchanging of gifts. It may be seeing your grandparents or your children or a long-lost friend that you haven't seen in years. But just work around the table and have folks share what they're looking forward to most this Christmas season. And if you'll go into your meal and give as much planning and forethought to the conversations you have as you do to the food, I am confident that God will use it to make it a really special time in the life of your family. Of course, we always pray over our meal at Thanksgiving, but I'm going to challenge you this year, after you finish your meal, just to gather as a family and say thank you to the Lord for all the great things that have been shared. It's good to talk with you today. Until next time, grab a cup of coffee, open your Bible, and spend some time with the Lord.